All right, we're here with the new stream, just loading up Bannerlord. I think it hasn't quite kicked in yet. Oh, there it is. All right. All right, welcome back to Bannerlord, Old Realms mod. And yeah, I guess we'll just end we can probably end the other stream now. All right, redirect you guys over to the new Bannerlord stream. And hopefully that will redirect most of the people over. And but I imagine we'll probably lose half of them, but that's that's how it is sometimes. All right. Yeah, so this is Old Realms mod for Bannerlord that you can get from the Steam Workshop. Really cool mod, like amazing mod. Can't recommend it enough. And it's one of those mods that I think it's really worth investing in because it's got already got a really dedicated following of people that have just love it, you know, including me. And it's Warhammer, right? Everyone loves Warhammer. So I feel like this mod is probably going to keep going for years and years and just keep getting better and better and better. It's had 2 major updates so far, and it's got every indication that it's just going to keep getting better and better. He has no shoes, indeed. So this is our band. We've got Macarius. He's our flagellant warrior priest. Every band, there's all these flagellant bands that hang around in Warhammer, and they follow the Empire armies around. Basically, they're all usually poverty-stricken, often with no shoes, and they all have their own different ways of worshipping the Emperor, and of worshipping Sigmar. Sorry, I got mixed up with 40k for a second. Worshipping Sigmar, and our particular band of Flagellants believes that we need to be penitent and we need to suffer in order to serve Sigmar, and so we can never ride mounts, and we have to walk around on the walk the roads of the Empire and make our feet bleed. So our champions, our heroes, these guys, they take it even a step further to be we're not even going to wear shoes. So some of our other followers we've got other soldiers that are devout followers of Sigmar that have chosen to follow our little band, but we don't wear shoes at all. I'm probably going to get some cavalry later on as allies or whatever, but none of our main characters are going to ride horses. We're always going to be on foot with no shoes and no magic. So there's actually magic in this mod, and the wizards making a wizard campaign is quite fun. But it's also fun to like restrict yourself and not have magic. So this campaign is like a heavily restricted campaign. We've got very heavy role play, not like role play as in I'm going to speak in funny voices and stuff like that, but very heavy role play theme in that we're playing as this band of fanatical flagellants. We're playing Iron Price, which means we can't buy anything. Our guys are like they've got a vow of poverty or whatever, so they don't buy anything. So they think it'd be shameful to like spend money on frivolous things. So all of their gear and everything is just like, bits of broken armor and weapons that they've looted from the battlefield, or in some cases won in tournaments from fighting. But yeah, basically our rules for this campaign are Iron Price, which means we can't buy any items from shops. We can't ride any mounts for our heroes, that is. We can't use any magic. We can't wear shoes. And we can only recruit bandits or captives. So we're a band of repentants, right? So it's only like criminals and people that we've captured that have like repented that can then join our band. So yeah, so that's all. That's our kind of house rules for this campaign. This is episode 2, I think, or this might be episode 3, maybe episode 2 or 3. And yeah, we're growing our warband. We're getting stronger. And we're gonna go and smite our enemies. So let's smite some enemies. Let's go and hit this hideout right here and show them. Let's bring them Sigmar's justice. Yeah, great mod. So yeah, check out the Steam Workshop if you want to download it. It's got full instructions on there of how to install it and stuff like that. If you want to buy Bannerlord, yeah, it might be on Steam sale at the moment, I'm not sure, but you can probably get it even cheaper if you check out Instant Gaming or Bannerlord or Games Planet. I've got my affiliate links on my what do you call them? on my stream info on YouTube. I'll chuck it up in the chat as well. Yeah, there's a link for Instant Gaming. I think it'll be cheaper on Instant Gaming, but yeah, you can also check out Games Planet. There's 2 different companies that have got affiliate links with. They're both great places to check out. Look for Steam keys. So basically, you can buy a Steam key there, and then you can go and activate it on Steam. All right, I'll stop trying to flog shit now. But even if you don't use my link, I'd highly recommend you get cheap deals from there. They're good. All right, let's take our band in. So doing these hideouts is kind of fun, and also it gives you a chance to let your characters level up a little bit. All right, these are all my companions. A bunch of my, you can tell my heroes because they've got no shoes. I can use my priest prayers to buff my guys. Some holy armor on them. Make their weapons flaming weapons of Sigma. Chuck down some heals. Comet of Sigma. The Comet of Sigma doesn't do much damage, but it knocks over. Oh shit, I missed. Oh yeah, I've got this. I made this flaming flail. It's like a tier 6 weapon. Pretty cool. It's only blunt, so it doesn't do that much damage, but it's pretty fast and fun. Hey Sam, have you already got a? Oh yeah, you've already got a Sam. Sam the Voiceless. Recruitment drive. All right, we got 10 new members courtesy of Sam. That's so generous, man. Thank you. You're awesome. Whoa, we got all those members. Yeah, every time I cast a spell, it helps me level up my faith skill as well. But they're not spells, sorry. We don't use filthy witch magic, obviously. But actually, let's get our guys to come back here. Just group up for a quick heal. I don't know if many of them have taken any damage, but... So when I do this healing, it puts a patch on the ground, basically, of healing, where Sigmar's light comes down. Ooh, is that more sleep? Yeah, alright, well, I think we're all healed up. Gotta capitalize on the big stream. Yeah, it's man sleep. Is more sleep's green, right? Keep those prayers going. 173 faith. Getting up there. Comets of Sigma, swing and a miss, that's right. Flaming swords, courtesy of my... More sleep shines. Indeed. I don't fight duels with brigands, but I do shoot comets at brigands. Took down some heals. Smiting with my flail. So in this, we're playing iron price rules, which means we can't buy any food or any horses or anything like that. So these bandit camps are quite good for keeping my men fed. They usually have 10 or 15 food in each bandit camp, which keeps my guys fed for another couple of days. And it also gives us a nice bunch of deserters that we can recruit into our army later. Bunch of loot, 6 wood we can use, so we can do blacksmithing to make our own weapons, but only using items that we've looted. We can't buy any materials, can't buy any ingots, can't buy any wood. But if we find some wood, we can use that to smelt stuff down and make our own stuff. So we've got a whole bunch of food. That was a big haul. 26 grain. Look, You know, we got shitloads of food. We're at 154 food now. Okay, that was good. That's a good haul. Yeah, a bit slower than we normally would be because we don't have that extra campaign movement range from riding. But on the other hand, we've saved points on horse riding skill. These are, but there's a bunch of these little dilemmas that you get that come up because that are built into the game. So yeah, so we can watch the tournament. Basically, instead of me fighting the tournament, which would take, you know, probably 10 minutes or so, we just watch the tournament, which resolves the tournament instantly. And also, usually one of our companions will win it. So Avitus Ironsong is one of my knight companions came first, and Rilka, my warrior priest, came second. And Samuel the Voiceless came third, basically. So it was like pretty good chance one of my companions would have won the tournament. Even if they lost, it's like, well, it only takes 5 seconds. If I wasn't explaining this, it only takes 5 seconds to do it. But if you win, you know, winning a tournament in 5 seconds is a lot better than winning a tournament in 10 minutes. So yeah, I tend to try to have like a bunch of high tier companions that have really good combat skills so they can just win all the tournaments for me. And we've been doing it for a while now. Avitus Ironsong is the ultimate champion of the world, greatest warrior in the land. 18 tournament victories now he's gotten. This is my my companion. And he gets us passively 1 renown per day. So as well as every time he wins a tournament, he gets a 6 renown because he's spec'd into getting double renown from tournaments. So he'd actually get more renown than I would if I won it. He'd get twice as much. Plus he gets me 1 renown per day all the time as well. Yeah, he's become really good at tournament. I don't know why he's so good at tournaments, but he's like one of the best tournament fighters I've had, I reckon. Like even just by himself, because normally I have like 4 knights, and like if one of the knights doesn't win, like one of the other knights wins, you know. But in this case, we just kept the 1 knight, and he just keeps winning. Like not every time, but fucking enough. Like he wins a lot. Hey, we need to sell off some crap. We're a bit overweight. Thick heavy round shield. That's pretty good. Actually, that's my thick heavy round shield, isn't it? We've got a few weapons to smelt potentially. Actually, we've got a heap of crap here. That anything that's not wood, I mean anything that's not food or wood, basically we can sell. It's irrelevant to us. We don't care about worldly possessions. We only care about our faith in Sigmar and bleeding feet. May your feet bleed for Sigmar to show your devotion. My for some reason my Flagellants have the patriarch voice from Warhammer 3. All right, now I can do some iron price smithing. So I get a bunch of wood from smelting those down. At some point I would like to get some two-handed hammers, but we haven't unlocked those yet. We could make some try and make some swords and make some money maybe. So we've unlocked the Tor great swords. You can randomize as well, and there's actually like other recipes that don't show up here. Once you've unlocked everything, then you can just hit random, and then there. See, this is tier 6 blade. This only goes up to tier 5. So yeah, you can make your own like kind of special higher tier weapons. I think I want to make something that's like cheap. Well, that gave us a lot of damage. I'm trying to make something that's like high damage and long reach, but mainly high damage. All right, something like that. This is not to use. This is just to sell. Try to make as much money as possible. And also so I can skill up a little bit with my blacksmithing. I won't do funny voices or anything, then proceeds to do funny voices. Indeed. So it is. So yeah, our mission now really is to get up to tier 4 in our clan renown. We're at tier 3, and we need another 515 renown to get up to tier 4. Once we get to tier 4, we'll unlock another companion, so we get 7 companions, and we'll also unlock a perk, I think, that gives us another 5 more companions. So basically, we'll get 6 more companions, so we'll have 12 of us. So these are mostly my non-combat companions we've got now. Actually, I don't know. We've got a warrior priest. But I think I want to get rid of him and maybe get a new warrior priest. Get another engineer, because the engineers are lower level. So I figure the earlier we get them, the faster they kind of level up. And then once we get to tier 4, we'll just straight away hire like 6 warrior priests, or hire them as fast as we can find them. Rusty and dull. All right, let's see what these are worth. Dull and rusty. Okay, well, the rusty ones are worth a bit. I mean, the dull ones are worth a bit. So the rusty one maybe we'll smelt. Balanced. Nice. So that's going to be worth a good amount. Balanced. Beautiful. Crafted. Good. Rusty. Okay. Not so good. So now what are we doing? How are we making? 8.6k. Yeah, so that's making pretty good money. So sell those ones. We'll smelt the others to get some ingots back so we can keep going for longer, get more experience. So Jared Drasho, he's our steward. Got 131 steward points. We're going to give him another point in steward so he'll level up faster. And every time he gets more points in steward, that increases our party size. So we can have more and more troops in our party. And since our troops are mostly pretty shit, pretty low tier trash bandits and stuff, the more we can have, the better. Also, the more troops we have, I think the more, like, the faster our leadership and all that kind of stuff levels up as well. I didn't really do an introduction to this. This is Macarius, our glorious leader and high priest of the cult of the shoeless worship of Sigma. Our warband's called the Doomsayers. Then we've got Samuel the Voiceless. He's formerly a witch hunter. He's expert with his pistol. And he sometimes runs alleyways for us, so we can take over alleyways to basically clean out bandits and other miscreants that are probably hotbeds of corruption, cult activity and stuff. So he helps us when we're in the city, like killing enemies of Sigmar. Jared Drasho, formerly an engineer of the Empire, he's now our steward. Keeps our books and accounts and stuff. Even though we're essentially just a bunch of, you know, itinerant bums dressed in rags going around attacking enemies of Sigmar, we still need somebody to keep us organized. So that's Jared. Avitus Ironsong, formerly a Bretonnian knight. He cast aside his heretical beliefs in the lady and now is a devout follower of Sigmar. And he's also the champion of our warband. You know, so if we need some like big strong guy to fight for the honor of the Doomsayers, that would be him. He's also the greatest tournament fighter in the land, 18 victories. Catherine, priestess of Shalia. She's actually the only member of our warband that doesn't that isn't like a you know, devout fanatic of Sigmar. I mean, she obviously still recognizes Sigmar's existence and respects Sigmar and everything, but she's dedicated to Shalia, the priestess of she's a priestess, a healing kind of priestess, and basically she feels sorry for us and follows us around, you know, healing our bleeding feet. And she's our doctor, so she's got 114 medicine, leveling that up. Now that we've got 5 points in medicine, we'll start leveling up her combat skills more. She got throwing weapons as well, some javelins there. She's maybe she's a bit of a renegade priestess of Shalia. She's apparently left her order, doesn't follow the rules of the priestesses of Shalia anymore. And now she goes around killing people and hanging out with us. So I'm not really sure what's going on with her, but yeah, she's obviously not very devout. She's not a pacifist. Then we got Herwig, the sister of Sigmar. She was actually formerly a priestess of Shalia as well, but she's now a member of her own order of basically her own order of one. She's a priestess of Sigmar. Yeah, she's actually our scout as well. So she's giving us a little bit of party speed and stuff. We're not leveling up her medicine skill. Yeah, she's good actually. Really respect that into there for 5 more hit points at some point. And then we've got Rilke, the warrior priest. He's a new addition to the party. I'm probably gonna get rid of him actually. We'll get more warrior priests later, but I don't think we're gonna keep this one. I think we're gonna get another engineer. So we're on the lookout for engineers, and we're on the lookout for other like better warrior priests.
We got no quarrel with. On my command.
So yeah, so this is kind of what I was complaining about before, is because we're of our penitent, you know, because we don't ride horses. In these battle maps, quite often the enemy starts really far away, and so we have to run quite a long way to get to them. But you know, that is all part of the penance, I guess. We're gonna hunt these heretics into the hills. They obviously fear us.
Company, hold fire!
Keep tossing out prayers. Okay, so
Men of the Empire, move out! Free men! Forward! Marching on! Hold fire! Move out!
put these guys down. These are our companions, so I'm just going to leave the rest of the guys at the back there. Just let our companions level up as much as they can. Just throwing their throwing weapons and shooting their pistols. It's the
Freemen! Marching order! Get moving!
right. It's the priestess of Shalia, the green stuff. Yeah, so we've got a few level ups there on our guys' throwing weapons and pistol and stuff like that. Simple Sparth axe. Right. There's an Ungor camp there that we could potentially try and raid. Might try to see if I can auto resolve this band and see how much damage we'll take. We'll probably take a shitload. Oh, yeah, this is an flexible fighter. If you want to, somebody put me onto this. If you want a, excuse me, if you want a campaign, if you want a captain to lead your squads, because you can assign your heroes to be in charge of different. Can you block with a flail? Yeah, I think you can. Yeah. Doesn't kind of make much sense, but yeah, I think you can. Yeah, this one's really good. So it's basically gives you, as a captain, gives you plus 15 to control skills of infantry and plus 15 to vigor skills of archers. So basically, if you're in charge of control skills or your ranged weapons. So if you're like a captain of like a sturgeon shield wall or whatever, then that have all throwing axes and javelins, then this will give you plus 15 to all of your infantry's throwing weapons, And if you're a captain of an archer formation, then this will give plus 15 to all their melee skills. So they shoot their arrows, but then if they get attacked by cavalry or if the enemy gets to them, then they pull out their swords. Then they have plus 15 sword skills. So I know it's kind of a cool little ability, not like super important, but it's sort of an extra thing that you kind of want to get on your captains. So I've kind of clued onto that now. You kind of want to put like 1 point in throwing on your captains to give them so they can get flexible fighter. Anyway, so Catherine's our priestess of Shelia. She's maxed out in medicine. However, if you put one more point in intelligence, so she's got 9 learning rate, and she's green kind of bar goes up to there. She can actually learn. She's probably going to max out around here somewhere. But if we give her intelligence, then the bar goes up even further, and her learning rate goes up even more.
We will trample your puny body beneath our hooves. Raksul.
Okay, I think I want to try to auto-resolve this. I feel like it's going to be bad, though. No, let's fight it. Just so, you can see what I mean. Abatis is our captain, because he's the best kind of combat guy.
Move! Infantry!
Alright, we go nice and wide.
Forward!
Spread
Stand
out.
apart! Archers! Move! Forward!
Put the archers on the left, because their shields will be on the right.
Move! Everyone! Charge!
Alright, let's get everyone to charge. Alright, I didn't bring my shield, crap. Just casting all my spells to get faith points. All my prayers. Oops. Misfire. Not a misfire, but a accidental discharge. Yeah, so we're getting shot by their arrows. There's a problem with being everybody on foot and most of our guys with no shields. That is what it is. Oh, fuck. Not bad, I reckon. For a one-hander, there's like 80 damage, and it's armor piercing. That's pretty cool. That's buffing all my guys with like fire damage and stuff. Every time I get hit, I get so angry that my head turns blood red. Yeah, I think that's meant to be my blood, but 115 captives. That's a lot of captives. All right, we'll get rid of the cheaper ones. Keep the deserters because we can recruit them. Now, when we're in combat, we get you get leadership points normally when your troops fight in combat. But because we have mostly bandits, instead of getting leadership, we get roguery when our bandit troops fight in combat. But we do have some troops that are not bandits, so we get some leadership from them as well. But when we upgrade troops, we get leadership from this as well. So you've got a bit of leadership experience there, but not enough to get a point. All right. Yeah, we need to get rid of these prisoners. But 228 food is pretty good. Now we've got a heap of prisoners. So we've got 127 capacity, but I've got 12. I've got 39 prisoners that I can recruit. So we've got more. We've essentially got more dudes, more than a full party worth of total number of guys, including our potential bandit recruits. So we can afford to take some casualties, is what I'm saying. He just gained a little. Alright. I'll level up. We're gonna go 8 endurance. That's maxed basically because we're gonna get 1 more endurance point from here. He was 10, he was 9, sorry, and we're gonna get 1 more endurance from here, so that'll make 10. So we absolutely maxed out on endurance by the end of it. So now we can put all our points into other stuff. Would be nice to have high two-handed, but I kind of feel like I want to go faith. I kind of feel like as a flagellant, like my guy would be more into faith. If we can get gunpowder up to 100, that's the reason why we're using the pistol. Then we can get another point of faith discipline there, sorry, which will help our faith level up more. Now we also need leadership and also roguery to help convert our troops. Get Avitus to win us another tournament, hopefully. Thank you, Avitus. Let's go and pray to Sigmar because we've got no blessing at the moment. guys get sad when they don't pray to Sigmar for a while. So we can pray to Sigmar, get a little bit of experience in faith, and also leadership from hiring. You also get leadership points from hiring new troops. Even though we're not technically really hiring them, they're just joining us because they're religious fanatics, and they saw us praying and joined us. We still get leadership points from it, so it's pretty cool. We've also got this, now that we've leveled up our faith enough, we've also got this new skill now that we can donate stuff to get faith points. Now, the cool thing about it is, like, I'm pretty sure it's the same as when you donate for experience, and it doesn't matter whether it's like a rusty one that's not worth very much, or a dull one that's worth a lot more, or a good one, or a balanced one. Like, they're all worth the same amount of points in terms of donation. So yeah, so we could like donate those two things, and you know, maybe donate these. It's a lot of money that we're missing out on. Not that much. We wouldn't get, that's like max trade bonus or something. Like, we wouldn't actually get that much if we actually try to sell it. But yeah. Our troops will get 3,000 experience. So yeah, I don't know if they actually will or not, but it'd be cool if they did. Now we got another faith point from just donating stuff to the shrine. So when you get high enough faith, you get the ability to donate stuff to the shrines to get more faith, which is pretty good. And it seemed like it did actually give us experience, maybe. It's pretty cool. I'm going mainly for just a big melee mob because I think with our prayers and buffs, it kind of works best with the more melee units we have to buff, the better. And also, the more guys we've got in melee, the more like kind of armor that we've got from range damage. Because we get shot and it sucks. All right, we'll do another bandit camp here. All right, yeah, we'll get all our companions in so they can get a bit of experience. And I like these outlaw captains because I feel like they're not very deadly. They've got a shield and a one-handed weapon. I feel like they don't do that much damage, and also they're not. These Empire troops and stuff are more valuable to us. So if I lose them, then it'll be sad. I don't really care if these guys die too much. Yeah, just gotta try to constantly spam all my prayers so I can just get a little bit of experience. Yeah, a lot of dudes. Got him. Ooh. Who fired that gun?
Come on! Come on!
Alright. Just getting around to stand here for a second, chuck a heal down. Fortunately, not everybody survived long enough to get their heal. You kind of expect your gunshots to come from your eye level, but I guess it comes from your hip level. So yeah, I might have been aiming a little bit low. Nice. Everyone healed up again. I'm not even trying to fight, man. I'm just trying to throw down as many prayers as I can. Nice.
Look at them run!
Ten more wood. Crap load of food. Man, we're getting such great food hauls from these fights. So yeah, I think I want to do a bit of a tour around the Empire, see if we can find another warrior priest, especially one with the two-handed hammer. And I might just auto-resolve a few fights until we get rid of all these prisoners that we've got. And that'll help us level up our renown a little bit quicker maybe as well. Helmet with face guard. How about his Iron Song? Got to upgrade from his champion tournament fighting. Catherine, the Priestess of Shelia, has got a jaunty hat. Yeah, we'll probably wait on the smithy. We'll get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, we probably should try to get into another war and raid some horses so we can pick up our party speed. There's a problem at the moment, we're a bit too slow. Right, let's see if we can kill these guys. Yeah, I'd like to work up to the point where we can take on some Chaos Warrior warbands, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if our current troop would be up to the task.
Yeah? What do you...
Yeah, we can get a quick 6 renown every time you drop into town. It's pretty good. Or almost every time. Avidus wins again. That other one must have been a pretty decent, like, must have been up against some decent competition if you won that helmet. Wish you could win some, like, cool, wish you could win some cool, the old realms gear from the tournaments, but it seems like you only just win, like, crappy vanilla items most of the time. Roadside accident. We approach the cart. See a man calling out from help trapped underneath the cart. Notice the man under the cart is severely injured. Please help me. We will help him. Your party lifts the cart off the man and he lays there trying not to die. Will you treat his injury? Alright, we will. 46% chance with medicine. Doctor goes to work. Fails and the man dies. What will you do? Loot the cart? Or bury the man? We will bury him. He's a loyal follower of Sigmar. We hope that he finds peace. Should we then loot the cart? Oh yeah, we definitely loot the cart. Yeah, that pretty much sums up our band. Like, we're devout fanatics of Sigmar, but we're also like just reprobate bums going around scavenging and stealing anything that we can. Yeah, traveling around like this and discovering these hideouts is really good for our scout to help them level up. Hopefully we can get a bit of extra speed. Shoeless bums, that is us. We're of the holy order of the shoeless bums. If you looted the cart first, it might have been easier to lift it off him. That's true. It's like physics, right? Scouting. All right, here we go. 2.5 travel speed when the party's morale is higher than 75. Yes. We want that. Priestess of Shelia. I guess I want her to be... I guess I want her faith to be higher level. That gives him a ward save, kind of makes it tougher. Also wanted to be good with a two-hander. I don't know, just throwing, I don't know if more throwing skill would actually make her get more experience with throwing that much. Yeah, it might focus her more on faith. The other one can focus a bit more on combat skills. She's a former priestess of Shalia, so she's not too deadly. So we're about to get... Yeah, so just trailing around looking for warrior priests, essentially. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep the warrior priest because, yeah, we'll just start leveling up our engineer once we get to the next level. So Rilka the warrior priest, he hasn't got duel. I might give him duelist just because yeah, just because he might occasionally win a tournament, you never know. Percent swing speed with one-handed weapons. Nice. And I think I'm going to give him. The excuse me. Give him the thick heavy round shield and the blessed flaming flail. Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe I'll make all the warrior priests one-hander and shield guys, make them like tankier, and then make everyone else like the big hammer crew. Yeah, we'll see if we can find him some more. So find some javelins or throwing hammers. Avitus, my champion. Alright, so how are we going? 434, so we're up to 465 renown needed. Right, yeah, we need to fight some bigger battles, so...
You best back off. Score.
Alright, just auto resolve this. Got 7 extra dudes. Empire, sell it. 24 armor. Kind of cool. I kind of like it. Isn't it KF on the top? Pretty cool. All right, my guys is upgraded. Oh well, we got some pretty cool stuff here. We got two things that were of somewhat value.
We will trouble you.
Yeah, fighting all these random parties gives us good more variety of food as well, because they quite often all carry little tidbits of food, and the more variety of food we got, the faster our more variety of food that we've got, the faster our stewardship will level up.
We're not looking for...
Should we go to Gishberg? It's quite close. I'll keep yeah, I'll keep one of these guys because he's already nearly leveled up, but I don't really want them that bad, so get rid of that.
We will trouble you.
How much renown we're getting from these? Renown, yeah. Keep stopping in and around the place, trying to find as many warrior priest companions as we can. Yeah, it really does speed up your leveling a lot, having combat companions that can win your tournaments. Like, yeah, I mean, Avidus didn't win that one, but, you know, he's won most of them so far. And, like, every time we do that, it takes 5 seconds, and he gets, like, 6 renown for us. Whereas, like, Whereas that battle that we fought before, we only got like 3 renown. And if I had fought it manually, it would have taken a long time as well. So, yeah. Having good combat companions definitely helps you rank up faster. Your clan tier. Much renown was acquired. Indeed. Got to get the renown up. Oh, actually, if we go in, every time we go into town, we can pay for you can pay the barmaid to give you like a special food that gives you renown increase. Sorry, morale increase. But yeah, I haven't even thought about that. We should do that next time. Also, we need to pray at Shrine of Sigmar. One just up here somewhere. There it is. Oh yeah, we should do a Noble Lord. I didn't even think about that. Like, I always want to play Chaos Undivided, but we should do a Noble campaign. That'd be sweet. Yeah, what can we do for a Noble campaign? I'd like to get a really good, like, bandit leadership thing going on so we could convert Minotaurs really fast. But, yeah, haven't managed to get it happening yet. So annoying that mercs don't get leadership. Do Bretonnian Knights get leadership? I think they might. Out of 29.
We will trample you.
Alright, let's go to Middleburg. Might try and get some more roguery points by just beating up the local thugs. Oh, did I check the... I think I did, actually. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think I want to get a heap of warrior priests, like another 5 more. So we need to, yeah, we need to try to find some.
We will trouble.
This is Catherine. 50% chance of troops getting wounded instead of killed. Yeah, I think siege bombardment's going to be a big killer for us, so we'll take that. Um, 2 points. Yeah, hits below 15 don't stagger the players, nice. And Righteous Fury scouts with melee weapon skill once we actually get some. I think Agnarovich did like a hardcore Chaos campaign where he basically tutored the White King won the tournament. Yeah, where he basically just joined Nurgle like straight away, and then just never looked back, kind of thing. Like just never like just joined Nurgle on like day one. Are there ever a Witch Hunter? Oh yeah, there's still Witch Hunter camp. We're still Witch Hunter companions in Vampire Lands. We've got a heap of food, so we could practice powering up our medicine a bit, but it's not really that. I mean, yeah, we may as well do a bit of it, I guess. Although, I don't know. We'll try it one time, but yeah, I think auto resolving battles is actually just faster and better. You get loot as well. Yeah, see how our our health's going down because we're in like poisonous area kind of thing. It's the Hunger Woods. If you mouse over this, see there's a red circle around. Any of you in that red circle there, basically take damage. And there's another one up here, the Elfen one. So where's the Hunger Woods one? Oh yeah, at least this is good, yeah. So we just basically stay here and we take damage. And then once we get down, once it stops going down, then we can just go and heal up in Lichtenberg. Or Lackerberg. So yeah, so we're just intentionally wounding all our guys. None of our guys will die, they're just getting wounded. So it seems like it gets down to a certain point and then it caps out. 46. I'm not sure what 46 is. Maybe it's like a third of my dudes. I don't know. We wait here, and then you see Catherine, the priestess of Shelia. Her medicine's going up while she heals that party. We should heal back pretty fast. There's another point. Point. We're also getting level ups in faith as long as we stay in the settlement because of our perk. Yeah. There's a tournament here. Yeah, I feel like Nurgle campaign is the next Chaos campaign because I think I've been because the first time I did a Chaos campaign, I was able to actually join the Undivided Chaos faction and it was like really cool. But it was sort of a fluke, I think. It's actually much harder than I thought it was. And so then I've done like 2 or 3 other Chaos campaigns since then, but I've never actually been able to really properly join Chaos. However, you can really easily join Nurgle. So I could just join Nurgle and then we could just play a full Chaos campaign, but worshipping Nurgle, and it'd be way easier. We can be sort of allied with Chaos if we want or whatever, but if we want to just conquer the world as Nurgle, that'd be easier.
We will trouble you.
So yeah, so if you guys have any ideas for my future Nurgle campaign, I think next time we play Old Realms, I'm not sure when this will be, but yeah, next time we play Old Realms, next time we start a new campaign of Old Realms, I think it's going to be Nurgle campaign. I kind of want to start it right now, but it's the restart. It's the restart I was talking. Spread the gift, and every time you recruit a companion, you must say a joke. Grandfather approves. Yeah, and like I don't know, what would be the best you know, what would be the best class to go for? I feel like we'll obviously do Iron Price and also Bandit and Chaos only. Super tanky would be the tankiest would be Bretonnian Knight. Although you're not nearly as tanky if you can't recruit Bretonnian Knight companions. So that'd be quite hard to do. If we don't, that'd be quite hard to do if we're only fighting for Nurgle. Everyone needs to be super chonky too. Yeah, for sure. Thing is, Nurgle's not like for Khorne, like it kind of, yeah. For Nurgle, like I feel like you want some spellcasters in there as well. Lore of Death would be the best thing, but there is no Lore of Death. Yeah, what else does what does Nurgle have? They have Lore of Death and Lore of Shadow? No. Is there just Lore of Death and Lore of Nurgle, or is there another lore? No, it's alright. Don't put yourself out. I'm thinking of what would be appropriate for Nurgle. I feel like Beast and Life, maybe, but not really. There's not really any, there's not really any laws that are kind of like really fit that well with Nurgle. I suppose we could get some like vampire companions. They kind of look kind of Nurgle-y already. Can vamps learn other magic? No. They can only learn dark magic. Yeah, I'm feeling like Bretonnian Knight Nurgle campaign might be the go. I feel like we might need to stop this campaign and play a Nurgle campaign. Not necessarily cancel this campaign permanently. I think I'm gonna keep this one and come back because like I get every time every now and again I want to play with guns and I want to be like, you know, a devout servant of Sigmar, and so yeah, I feel like this campaign's gonna provide that. Nurgle can get Law of Death and Nurgle magic. Yeah. So I don't know what other laws would like kind of work for Nurgle. Law of Life, since Nurgle won't let us suffer. Life is still green. Yeah, I feel like Law of Life kind of works, doesn't it? Law of Life is sort of more Zeech in a way, but it kind of, I don't know. They kind of work. It kind of works, I think. Or we could just not worry about it. We could just make everyone just warriors. Maybe Blight Lords. Trying to find some old like Warhammer miniatures box art of Nurgle that would look cool for a thumbnail. Sorry, bear with me, guys. I think I'm gonna pause this one. Future Blight Kings. Yeah, they're kind of. That's Sage of Sigmar though. they called Blight Lords or Blight Kings? Oh yeah, I think this works. I think we're getting somewhere. Bear with me. I'm trying to find some pictures of miniatures to use as a thumbnail, but struggling. All right, this is getting somewhere. Happening. All right. All right, I'm going to start a new campaign. Apologies for the disruption. And we're going to be Blight Kings. We're going to be Warriors of Nurgle. I think this is going to be fun. Just going to start a new stream and punt you guys over once more. Sorry, please hold. All I remember is the Great Unclean One from Horus Heresy, where Horus gets all jacked up from the sword. What? Sorry, you guys are talking about lore. Talking lore. Yeah, this is fun. I'm so glad I figured out the Nurgle idea. It's so easy, so simple, and so great. Basically. So yeah, so we're playing a Champion of Nurgle campaign. And yeah, we're probably gonna use the Knight class again because it works really well. But yeah, this time we're gonna fight for Nurgle. So yeah, so thanks for those of you who came over from the Warhammer stream. Just gonna do the same thing again, hunt you over a new stream. And I'm gonna keep this campaign on the back burner because I'm really still enjoying it, but I just feel like I need some Nurgle in my life also. So yeah, so click on this link. We're switching over to a new chat. Click on that link to go to the new Nurgle stream. And we'll be starting a new campaign in just a moment. Excuse me. So yeah, as I said before, this is Bannerlord, but it's the Old Realms mod, so it's a total conversion Warhammer Fantasy version of the Old World. Go in here to the Old World, and we can choose from 6 different races. So you can't actually play Warriors of Chaos. You can't actually start off as Warriors of Chaos in the mod, but you can start off as Bretonia or Empire or whatever, and then you can actually join the Chaos faction. And I've done this a few times before, but in the first time I did it, I figured out that I could actually join the Chaos Undivided faction, to first join Nurgle to sort of make you neutral with the Undivided, and then join the Undivided. But it was actually kind of a fluke, and it's actually really hard to do. So I've tried joining Chaos a couple of other times, and you know, it's been really difficult. But yeah, it just sort of occurred to me it'd be so much simpler if we just joined Nurgle and just fought for Nurgle, and then that would be so much simpler. So yeah, so I'm thinking we're gonna start a new campaign now themed on being a champion of Nurgle. So yeah, so I'll so click on the link, jump over the new stream. Otherwise, I'll end the old stream now and hopefully punt most of you over to the new stream.